UT is an amazing school.
I guess a lot of kids are kind of discovering this college.
I came and looked at the campus and I fell in love with it.
I fell in love with the people and the atmosphere here at UT.
It was the college atmosphere I needed.
UT was one of my top 3 choices to look at, and I just made it my final decision.
The campus is really clean here. It's nationally ranked as one of the most beautifully landscaped places in the country.
I basically just sat down with my parents and we just discussed it. Came up Toledo was the best choice for me.
I attended another school for my freshman year, and I transferred here in my sophomore year, and it was a really good fit.
There's the whole issue of fitting in, not knowing, what to do, where to be, but there are a lot of programs on campus that can help a freshman.
I haven't had any trouble fitting in. I don't think any one of my friends has. We've all kind of branched out in some certain ways and made friends with some new people.
At a lot of schools, there's so many students that you kind of get lost in the shuffle of things, and while the University of Toledo gives you the big school atmosphere, there's definitely a small college feel here.
Main thing that I see from the university as a whole is that I feel like I'm part of a family.
Being culturally diverse, I think you get that sense of home as well, because it just feels like you fit in and people will accept you for what you are.
I love the diversity because I'm able to meet a lot of different people that are different from myself as well as different from people that I grew up with.
What makes this university so great is the different kinds of people that are here, whether it be international students, domestic students. You've got graduate students, law students, you've got adult students, transfer students. I mean, so many different kinds of people coming in from all over the world, all over the nation.
There's a place for everyone to fit in. There's an organization or a class or a professor that's going to help you find your niche, and it's definitely a place that has something for everyone.
When I came to college, I was really intimidated, I think as most freshmen probably are, going to a much bigger school and stuff like that.
I was concerned with how big the campus was. Was it too big? Was I going to get lost?
Wasn't sure how the whole bookstore thing worked. Like, how do you buy a book? How do you know which book goes to what class? And there's plenty of people in the bookstore that helped me.
When I first came, I didn't know how to use the washer and dryer. Little things like that, people helped me out a lot.
All of my fears were gone within 2 weeks of being on campus because of everybody you meet and all the opportunities of people recruiting for all the organizations to get involved.
My resident advisor was great. She made me feel very welcome.
The homesick thing, you just kind of work through that. I'm really close to my parents, and I definitely miss my dog.
It's just a huge adjustment, adapting to a new atmosphere.
Being a freshman in the dorms is probably the best thing you can do. You get to know the people on your floor, you get real close to them. 6 people live in this dorm, in this suite. Got a common room and 3 bedrooms, which 2 people share each bedroom.
It's not always the best idea for you to live with someone from back home. A lot of times I've seen that where you're living with someone that you've known for all your life, you don't get along as well as you expect.
Coming to a dorm with 5 roommates was a big step up. It's just get out of my face, I'm just not used to all this music up loud, crap everywhere, how you like things.
You're not stuck with your roommate. After the first 2 weeks of school, you're free to move around to a different residence hall. You can also move to a different room within the residence hall you're already staying. So that way, if for some reason there's a personality conflict, maybe you're studying and your sleeping hours don't coordinate with your roommates, there is an opportunity for you to move and live somewhere else.
I like it a lot now. You have 5 great friends to come home to every night. It makes it a lot easier to be with somebody, just knowing that there's somebody there if you need someone to talk to, and I really, really appreciate that.
It's very important that you can get in touch with that roommate and you guys can kind of coordinate what you're going to bring. One of you can bring a refrigerator, one of you can bring a microwave, one person brings a television.
This is our lovely dorm room. It's comfortable because it has everything we like in it. It's everyone's taste put together. I live with 5 other roommates. There's 6 of us girls all together. We have lots of lights. You can never have too many lights and lots of separate lamps because you don't know who's going to be studying, watching TV. It doesn't really go hand in hand. Clocks are always good to have, Mom and Dad, because you never want your son and daughter to be late for class. Picture frames, flowers, our nice little chillin' lamp, TV and VCR. This is one of 3 rooms in the suite of 6 girls. We have our own bathroom too, so that's a big plus. We work with what we have. My roommate and I kind of do our own thing. I consider hominess as whatever you feel comfortable with. Lots of posters on the wall, pictures. Spacers are really nice. These are space organizers, like my Yaffa blocks right here, help keep clothes, anything. Closets are great, good organizers. I have a lot of these. You can use these for dirty clothes, stacking books. Keep all your books in here. That's what I do under my bed. All my books are kept in one of these. That way when I'm done with it, I throw it in there. I know where it's at. Shoe organizers are a blessing because those are my roommate's shoes and they're everywhere, and I'm gonna get her one of these. Regular detergents, dish soaps, little basketball hoop for entertainment. It's good to have your own personal light because sometimes, you know, you want to go to bed or your roommate wants to go to bed. It's good to have your own lamp. So I'd bring in my own lamp. I got my nice little space organized over here for my desk. It keeps all my, you know, like paper clips and stuff in there. Lots of pictures and just fun stuff just to keep everybody happy. I recommend a laptop because you can take it from class to class, you can take it to the library, you could hook it up easily.
Actually, our business school offers laptops that you can take out anywhere on campus and use. They're wireless internet, so you don't have to be hooked into a wall. All of our residence halls have computers with internet access. They're all connected to printers, and all of the major buildings on campus have computer labs. So we're definitely one of the most wired campuses I've ever seen.
The schoolwork surprised me a little bit. The first test I had, I thought I studied enough for it.
Believe it or not, you do have to do some studying while you're here, getting involved in everything else. And while you're taking your classes, I would say you probably are going to study about 2 to 3 hours per hour that you're in class each week, which really, when you think about it, isn't that much because we are here to go to school, but it is a lot of time in the library.
You come to college, you're getting involved, you're going to classes, you're going to work, your parents aren't there.
You have to learn time management. It's a little bit more responsibility. It's an adjustment you have to make. Not many people have that, but you'll learn it very quick.
Exactly.
When I first came to college, I expected professors to be, you know, monotone, hard to communicate with, hard to get a hold of. The way I could communicate with my professors was fairly simple. A lot of them gave me their home phone numbers, a lot of them gave me their emails.
A lot of professors just like, call me by my first name, you know. Here's my home phone number. If you have questions, call me.
Any major you possibly want, they have it here.
And if we don't have a major here that you would like, we have the University College that helps you design your major.
A lot of students will come to college with either not knowing what they want to do or having something in mind. After a semester, you might change your major. You need to definitely go to a school where there's a diversity of programs and where they're all very good programs. And I think here at the university, we're very lucky that all of our departments have excellent programs.
You get the experience of teamwork and leadership skills.
A lot of the seniors in my fraternity have actually said, you know, if you need help with anything, we can help you study if you need or tutor you.
Greek life can give you the connections you need. You can get involved in community service.
We are a community-focused campus, and there are a lot of students doing outreach.
I think that the community takes a huge part in the university and they take pride in our university. And I think that they give a lot of opportunities to students here that wouldn't necessarily be at another university where the community's not as involved.
It's in a city. There's a lot more things to do compared to my first school where it was out in the country. A lot of kids, the only thing to do was partying. This you can get a little bit more sidetracked in good community service stuff rather than, you know, going out partying and getting in trouble.
You know, this isn't a joke. You're here to learn. That's your main priority. And if you, you know, if you mess up, you're going to have to pay for it.
The university, from my perspective, does as much as they can, the best they can, and is helping and protecting students.
They've got emergency phones all around campus, police always patrolling the areas in their cars, on their bikes, walking. They're around every building during the day and at night.
I've taken a lot of night classes and I've never felt uncomfortable walking to my car.
They also have a student escort service at night from different areas so that if you feel afraid to walk to your car, they're there free of charge to take you wherever you need to go.
University has a transportation system, and it goes and picks up students. They just go to the bus stop, and it's reliable and it's safe.
I don't think that incoming freshmen need a car. I think it's a luxury, but by no means do you need to have one, especially if you're living on campus. We have a grocery store that's located right next to campus, a Kinko's. We've got the bookstore. The Union has facilities for you to eat in all day. You can also go to the CPA. Our CPA building is where we have all of our music and arts. You can go and attend plays there. You can attend choir concerts. You can attend orchestra concerts.
Intramural sports. I'm in an intramural basketball league here.
The rec center, that's probably my second favorite place besides this dorm. You can do anything at the rec center. You can register with programs, weight training programs, and I go there. I lift a lot too, so you can just do a variety of things. You can run, walk, bike, play basketball, anything you want there. I got a nice pool, water slide. It's real nice up there.
On Monday nights, they have movie nights. They have cool themes in the cafeteria like tea time and luau's.
We're going to have a Mardi Gras party on Fat Tuesday that'll be Creole themed, and they like those kinds of events. We try to give them a variety of things, healthy things. We always have a salad bar. We always have a vegetarian dish. Burgers, pizza, and hot dogs remain the constant, most popular thing that we have.
Sports are good here. They have some of the best teams in the MAC.
The football team, it sets the season off real well. Everybody's involved. You just see everybody out there.
Every Saturday night, that was probably the most fun up here. Going to the football games and stuff. It's just the atmosphere there. Great amount of students that show up for the game in their Rocket t-shirts and stuff, and people got their face painted, and it's pretty pepped up. You're rooting for your own team. It's another experience. It's fun. UT is really, that's a good place. I love it.
You're thinking to yourself, like, did I make the right choice? Did I'm saying this is gonna work out for me? And now I'm like in my second semester of my freshman year. I'm looking towards everything. Everything's like coming together.
As a student, I feel appreciated, and I feel that this university truly is here for me.
Don't overlook the University of Toledo. Sometimes I believe it's overlooked.
I'm actually guilty. I overlooked it, and I ended up wasting a year of my life somewhere else.
We have a financial aid department over at Rocket Hall, and they have counselors that can help you.
There are tons of scholarships through the university and the individual colleges.
Definitely do a campus visit, meet with students. I think that's very important.
Coming to college at the University of Toledo was definitely the best decision I ever made.
I think it's kind of like a hidden treasure.
I couldn't see myself anyplace else.
One of these days, I know I'm going to look back and really, really be thankful that I came here.